Welcome to SUBculture. Lock your cages and listen up. We are two doms, very excited to educate, share our stories, and build a community. This is going to be around kink, fetish, the sex industry. This will not be a safe place for swerves or turfs, and probably not if you're like super oversensitive about things or maybe squeamish. But you know, haters can just leave the hate comments below. It always helps us out.
Thanks for the interaction. Hi, my name is Carson. I am here to cater to all of your desires. I am a soft dom unless I have permission to be off leash, as it were. Some may also refer to me as a service dom. I know not all communities see soft dom and hard dom as a thing.
Like everything, it's a spectrum.
Yes. Not to be confused with my amazing full service baddies. I am a service dom, which is very different. The more you listen, the more we can educate you on all of these things. I have been in the sex industry for over 13 years now, and I've been in the kink community for over a decade. As of right now, I have 3 bachelor's degrees and soon to be having a master's for the master. I have always felt the desire to help people live their kinkiest and fullest life.
Life is way too short to not be weird as shit in bed.
Yes.
And I remember back...
Why would you not giggle during sex?
It used to be, like, weird if you, like, giggled or anything during sex.
Yeah.
And, like, that was, like, the first thing. Like, when I first started having sex, I was like, no, I want to laugh. I want to have fun.
Yeah. If you're not having fun, it's not fun. Which should be obvious.
Correct.
Guess it's not.
We're just smarter than everybody else, you know?
Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable with whatever experience that they encounter with myself or the both of us. As someone with a neurodivergent brain, it is very easy for me to have that Jill of all trades characteristic, which has led me down this path of learning everything I can about the mind and experiencing life as full as I can.
My name is Tae Lee, goddess to the submissives in the chat. I'm a bit more sadistic than Carson. Definitely, if we are talking about like dom characteristics, I'm on the hard dom side, which truly I kind of just think it's more pro doms, aka you're doming as a sex worker, or which you know, obviously you can have both, or someone who just purely does it for their own like personal satisfaction, pleasure. I've worked in the sex industry for 3 years now. I started my like career not in sex work. I did the whole college and corporate thing. Did a Fortune 500. I can't say what it is, even though the NDA is technically passed, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I was even a sorority girl. Can you guys guess which one? Comment below. I want to see. It should be obvious with iconography. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. With corporations, even with like Greek life, the whole way to thrive within it is to be obedient. And I understand metrics and rules, etc., why things are a certain way, but pure obedience without any context or knowledge or thought, my brain doesn't work like that.
Blind faith.
Blind faith, yes. Like, I had so many issues where I was making these companies so much money, but then I was the problem because I was too efficient.
Or ask too many questions. It's like that meme that says, I'm not a ride or die. I have questions. Do I need to bring snacks? Do I have to go to the bathroom? How long is the ride? Do we really have to die? Or
I definitely think it's because we are on the autism spectrum. It's funny that we're doms since we need like direct instruction, but I also think it's
very fitting.
Yeah, there is a sense in control in asking a lot of questions because we want to know everything so that we can control everything. Not in a bad way.
Sometimes in a bad way.
Sometimes. You would think working in the sex industry, I would have a worse view of men, but actually my attitude towards men was so bad before I started sex work. I think it's because I didn't meet men on a vulnerable level like that a lot of times. Also, probably my dad, he raised me to be a lesbian, monster truck shows, taekwondo, fighting, and he just raised me to be mean and stand up for myself, which I thank him for that, you know, now.
We both have a lot of daddy issues, but that doesn't mean we did anything wrong.
It's not the average daddy issues that you would think.
Yeah.
And I'm special because I have mommy issues as well. I really should have spotted, like, my dominance. I was the oldest, so you would think I would be submissive because you know how people flip-flop? But when I was in college, I should have known. I mean, I did a little bit. Like, now I know. Hindsight's 20/20. But I was taking control of, like, these frat boys. And then I was telling their pledges what to do. And I treated them like my subs, not knowing what that was at the time. But, like, I had so much control. I was on a power trip. You know, I was, at the time, dating a founding father. But then even after we broke up, I still had so much power.
Explain what a founding father is.
So for fraternity or sorority, when you charter the organization at whatever school you're at.
What's charter mean?
Start the organization.
Okay.
You have, like, your very first members. Those are, like, the founding fathers.
Okay, so, like, the first year of fraternity is existing.
Yes.
Okay.
So it had only been on campus for, like, 4 years at that point because he was a senior. That alone, like, anointed me. And even after we broke up, I threw drinks in his face because it was very toxic. I would never do this. Okay, let me not lie.
Yeah.
It was just toxic back then. Those are things that can 100% get you blacklisted from fraternities. Nothing happened. I just got carried out and they made sure I was okay. I didn't tap into, like, it being, like, a dominance thing, yeah. And then after college, I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't at, like, a sex resort. I was on a cruise, which they are now considered swinger cruises. Sad. I would still go on it because, like, it was really nice.
I wouldn't. I have terrible seasickness.
Yes, all my friends do. So I'm just going to stick with resorts now, which is okay. I can do that.
I don't mind flying to an island.
Yeah, fly to an island,
I don't want to
stay at
float
the
to one.
resort. I just like not having to, like, drive around to get places when I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So after college, you know, I was approached, didn't know anything about me, complete stranger, but he was like, your energy, like, I can, like, tell, you know, because he was telling me obviously very personal things because he wanted to be my sub and he wanted to please me and everything. And I was like, you don't know who I am. I could take all this information and, like, ruin you as a person, because a lot of people, you know, normal people, scared of that, you know, like, people being scared of, like, their nudes being released or something like that.
Which, if you are thinking about getting into this industry or beginning this industry, message us. We do consultations. We do teach you all the ins and outs and all the things to help you be as safe as possible.
Get it from multiple sources that are in the industry, because everyone has different experiences, but for safety, the one thing I will say is, like, you have to be okay with anyone finding out. That would be the number one.
I always tell people just assume it's already leaked.
That's one issue I have with a lot of subs. I didn't have it with this one. He obviously isn't plastering it everywhere, but he wasn't opposed to going to, like, public places or the club. Like, so many are like, I don't want to go to the club because I don't want to get recognized. I said, no one in there is going to recognize you. We'll go straight upstairs.
Yeah.
No one will see you anyway.
We even have a secret entrance for anyone that doesn't want to be recognized or seen by the general public. All you have to do is call us, make an appointment with our manager, not with us, and that way they can go ahead and have your VIP section reserved and instructions on how to do that.
So when he came up to me, I had, like, my very first, like, DS session ever.
What's DS mean?
Dom and submissive.
Okay.
Like, big D, little S, that one. I forget that we are starting this and y'all don't know what I'm talking about, so
I'm just trying to keep her on track.
This is why I need her too, because if I did it by myself, I wouldn't know. Okay, first session had that same, honestly, like, double level power trip as I had when I was in college, and that has just, it was just solidified, and I have to give it to, like, that sub, because he did teach me a lot about the industry from a submissive perspective as well. I think that helped me in a way.
If you don't know, her most accurate tattoo is her tramp stamp that says God's favorite. So
subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see.
Yeah, we'll be posting tattoo tours on our Patreon.
But along with the power trip, I've always loved, like, philosophy, psychology, history, like, sociology, all of that. And for as long as I can remember, I had, like, curiosity about, like, sex therapy, you know, like, what a sex therapist does. Because, you know, therapy is all great and, like, normalized now, but people still, like, sex therapists are. Anything revolving around sex or kink or fetish is still not as normal. It is definitely opening up a lot. Like, the ability that we can, like, have a podcast like this, like, I'm sure people have in the past.
And posting on a public platform.
Especially with something like YouTube.
Yeah.
So scrutinized and everything. But now, you know, there's avenues to do that.
I have a lot of subs on my OnlyFans. If they're couples or people that just wanted to come to me for my advice, which I give you the worst advice, sorry. No, I try to approach it in a non-biased way. Advice on how to communicate better with their partner or with their husbands or wives or whatever.
I think the reason you're able to do that is because kink, like, you have to communicate.
Especially since I'm a switch.
Period. Yes. So I think that just opens, because most couples who go to therapy, like, it's always communication. They're not communicating well. Or they're having boring sex, and you can spice it up, you know? So...
Or they don't feel comfortable saying something to the other person, so they like to bring it up in a moderated setting. Mm-hmm. That way they don't approach it in a, I don't like that you do this. It's more of a, you know, it would be really fun if we tried this.
Yes. And even, like, for example, like, if a couple was in a VIP with us and they wanted to, like, learn how to do things, and, like, one partner said, you know, I don't like it when they do this, but I'm, like, scared to tell them, we would be able to, like, take that and be like, you should try this. We could say, like, it's not my favorite thing, like, but I love when people do this. And since we're saying it's us, it takes it off of that other person, but then introduces their partner to something that they might like better.
Another thing I like to do is if they're trying to do something that they've never experienced before, kind of like when we were playing around with the leash and collar with that guy that was trying to learn about that sort of thing, which we do in-person educational stuff at the club. We teach you different kinks or private parties, bachelor parties, divorce parties, funerals, whatever you want. I like to show them kind of like when you're working out at the gym. I can show you how to do a curl with dumbbells. I can show you how to do a curl with a bar. I can show you how to do a curl with cables, sacks of sand. Same thing with choking or spanking. I can show you different tools to use and different techniques of doing said thing. So, yes, it is a slap or a spank, but there's an infinite amount of possibilities of how you do it.
Especially based on the person's, not like athleticism, but like everybody has like different abilities, ableness, you know? So like if you have to like moderate.
Me versus lumberjack slapping me.
Completely different.
You would leave my cheek red, he would knock me out.
Mm-hmm. Or if you need to teach someone how to do something, but convert it into a way that like they're able to do it if there's a disability or something.
Sensory
issues. We're like occupational therapists, but for kink.
We are therapists with tits. Just like bartenders are therapists with alcohol.
Yes, same thing. Mm-hmm. And then we also have alcohol, so it helps loosen people up anyway.
Also, if you use sex workers or bartenders or service industry folk as a way to vent or trauma dump or seek your own form of therapy, which we are not therapists, make sure you tip accordingly.
Yes. Be sure to always tip.
Because we need therapy too.
Tip everybody. Like, if you walk into a strip club, be ready to spend money.
I always tell people if they are wanting a VIP experience, bring a minimum of $1,000. Mm-hmm. You'll get a experience. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be my most expensive experience, but...
Recently, someone asked for a CBT session.
Ooh.
And I do offer $100 a kick if someone just wants to, like, try it out.
And for those that don't know what CBT is...
It's cock and ball torture.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of the kinks that we'll be going over when we do our educational panels.
Yes.
The panel being her and I. But we're going to go through alphabetically as many kinks as we can get through. And then once we're done telling you about those kinks that we had researched, I like showing you guys personal experiences we've had. Some wish list items of experiences I would like to do. Like, I want to talk to you about thirst play.
Ooh. I don't know about that, so we'll talk about that. I'll save my story for when I guess we can go over cock and ball torture next episode. Make sure to catch our next episode so you can hear me finish the story.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to warn you guys right now that our previous episodes, the first 2 that we had recorded, we are being lazy hot girls. So we do our makeup when we can, but we like to put our mental health first. So getting the education out there is the first goal. Second goal is looking good. And if we can handle it and not fall apart, we will do makeup and hair.
And we're trying to, plan it so that we have a reason to do our makeup and hair as well.
Like, we're going to work after this.
I think it would be funny if we did a couple episodes, the days that we do photo shoots, in, like, whatever costume or cosplay, and just say nothing.
Yes.
So you don't know what you're going to get. You could get, like, pinup, basically, right now. You could get lazy girl, no makeup, or you could get, like, a dragon. So, never know.
Yeah. If you don't know, I am a professional cosplayer. I go to Comic-Cons often, not all the time, but often, at least twice a year. And I have been requested to do a lot of cosplays at work, on my OnlyFans content, and just in TikToks. If you are curious to see our first recording of our intro episode, it is available, but unfortunately, I didn't know what I was doing. We had 2 mics, and there's a huge echo through the whole thing because both of the mics were picking up sound at different times. If you would like to watch it,
fetish,
if you have an echo fetish, if you want to see those, let us know. I'm happy to send it to you.
But now, Lumberjack brought us food, so we are going to go eat. But if you haven't already, just hit the subscribe button. You can find our podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and also subscribe to our Patreon for all those extra videos and other exclusive content that we're going to do.
Have a sexy day.
Wait, didn't you say you're going to do eat?
Oh!
Wait, is it
I did. Okay, so she's Tae Lee and I'm Carson, but my nickname is CC and her name, TT. So I did a little something where she, the Korean heart.
And I'm Korean.
We have TT for her because it's little hearts.
Oh, okay.
And then mine is CC, 2 C's, just one with both hands. But thank you. Hope to see you guys very soon.
Bye.